So, amongst the lawmakers, yeah, this is why the offense of racism is protected. You understand? This is why the offenders are protected. Yeah? Because the lawmakers themselves know that they themselves are prone to be punished by the said law that they themselves makes more severe. You understand me? Because, dig this, if there was any intention or any feeling of remorse whatsoever for racism and for the atrocities that was caused due to racism, and if there was any humanity amongst themselves of repairing these damages, the first thing you'd have done is address the 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 repercussions. You understand? You'd have address the punishment that serves for being a racist or having such an agenda. You understand me? The investigation that follows, that ensues, would have been just a thought of what's gonna happen. Would have been a detractor, a distraction from any such intent. You understand what I'm saying? Just like with drugs, yeah, drugs that was affecting mainly the white population. Yeah, what they did was stepped up the punishment, the investigation, the entire thought process beyond the concept of the crime of being a drugs dealer whatsoever. You understand me? So it now becomes more of a concern, of a serious concern for the offender. It gives more concern to think about. You understand the consequence before pursuing the art. That's what they used to squash the drug trade that really get prominent during the 80s. You understand me? Look at the benefits to the offenders, the monetary benefit, the earned gains, but yet still they have set up consequences that deter people from even attempting to do so. You get what I'm saying? In this day and age, like I said, after everything that you have benefited through racism and now decided that it's a bad thing to humanity, you get me? You have now agreed with us, simple humans, that it's a bad thing for humanity. Still, you won't do anything. The same laws exist when to you it was okay, when racism was okay to you. It's the same laws that exist then, exist now, that you think it isn't okay. Now that you see it as an endemic, now that you see it as a problem. That's if you truly see it that way. And the only reason why you wouldn't think of that being as drugs was in our life is in our lifetime just the other day. We're still living the consequence and thing like that today. You get me? It's evident that you could have taken, a page from that book, strategy, tactics from that issue, and administer it where racism is concerned. But again, it's not such a serious matter of concern for you yourself, Mr. White Lawmaker, because you're not the one being affected by the abuse. You are the one who likely to get caught up as the abuser. You get me? So laws that really were set are crimes that you are prone to commit, aren't usually set with any great form of punishment as deterrent. You get me? Because it's like society has really left so many leeway and breathing space for you to think and feel superior and invisible as well. You get me? The consequences for other races are different for yourself, particularly me as a black man. A crime on me investigated with far different enthusiasm than with yourself, unless there is like apparent knowledge, obvious knowledge that it's a black and black crime. Yes, I've lost my life or I've been damaged, but you know what? There's more damage to be done by catching the other black culprit who hurt me as well. You get what I'm saying? This is the intent behind actually investigating black and black crime. You get two off the street, two for the price of one. You understand me? But other than that, if, for instance, the race variation was different in committing the crime, less fervor Less, for instance, if it's a white person, if it's suspected or alleged that it's a white person against a black person, it's less effort that's placed into that investigation. You understand me? Less enthusiasm. You get me? Less need to punish for that crime. And even after an investigation, when it comes to trial, and it's like a show type of thing. There's so much consideration, and it's 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 beyond belief. It's like next to a circus. You understand me? That's reality. You see. So it's the same way and the same thing that's affecting us and is holding society in the same draconian state and mind frame that it was in from way back then. You understand? Is that back then when racism was okay? Yeah? The law, there was a little law that was said to, I don't know what it was meant for. Yeah? Now, in this generation, when it's not okay, it's that very same law that exists to battle or deter racism. You understand me? It doesn't work that way. You get what I'm saying? So for instance, let's God forbid, let's call the Jew's name as a reference in this instance. You understand me? For instance, if you just by mentioning their name, you threaten your whole your regularity. Everything you can be considered changed, switched up tomorrow morning. Your life can be changed. There have never been a bigger set of gangsters on earth. Trust me. They are what gangsters wanna be. You can't call them people name even alleging a crime as an allegation. You can't even theorize or hypothesize about them. It's not legal. You get what I'm saying? There is so much protection for them as a people due to the abuse suffered by the Nazis. You understand? The Nazis no longer exist, yet they are still being protected against anti-Semitism perpetuated on them by the Jews, by the Nazis. You understand me? A group that no longer exists. You understand me? But us, as a race, as a nation, there's no such protection for us against racism. A racism that was perpetrated against us in the intention of normalizing slavery, an industry that created and made Britain and the Western Hemisphere into the wealth, the power states that they are today. They were made into the power players that they are today by slavery, through slavery. You understand me? The brutality, the inhumanity is documented, admittedly condemned as the worst crime against humanity. You understand? Yet still, the strategy that was used to condition someone into becoming a racist is not being punished by serious or more adverse, severe punishments. You understand me? So it's like saying sorry on one hand, but smiling as soon as you turn your back about what you did. You intentionally did it arrogantly, knowing that you're gonna get away by just saying sorry, thinking that's all these people deserve, a simple sorry, and that's it. You understand me? And last thing I'm gonna say is, people who make these people in power, or make these people powerful, or keep these people in power, you are wholly to be blamed as accessories in crimes against humanity for sitting there and not saying or doing anything only because it's not you. You are very much just as much to be blamed for everything that has happened against humanity. Because you sit there thinking because it hasn't happened to you, you leave the fight up to the people who suffered. Yeah, you will say, admitted, yeah, it was wrong, but still, what are you doing about it? By not doing anything about it, you have lent your support to the oppressor. You understand me? And I guess you know that as well. You get me? But again, the things that men do, yeah, to give comfort to their conscience, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's called cognitive dissonance, and it's amazing the things that people forget. You get me? Yeah, morality only applies when they are the beneficiary. I should say it another way. Yeah? Morality only applies when the 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 person who activated is the one who is receiving the benefits of the morality. If type of understand, yeah, yeah, kind of phrase. Morality only applies when they are the beneficiaries. More bless. Share, like, and subscribe.